Hello everyone, today I thought I'd be going over what collaborations we could see this year. I'll also be using collaborations with other games that I've seen and stuff like that, just to sort of, validate my opinion, and then I'll also give my opinions on what that collab should entail. But first, we're going to get into what collaborations could we get that I don't have, I'm not saying, because I currently have another game up, which I'm going to show on screen. That's doing another collaboration with a game that I don't think we would get, but it would be nice to get. But one club I think that we could 100% get is Overlord. The reason I'm saying this, Overlord is currently collaborating with Konosuba as we speak. There's current collaboration going on. What do you call it? Seven Deadly Sins has collaborated with the Japanese Overlord game, so they've already done that. So it should, in theory, be much easier if one IP's contacted another and got permission for it to happen the other way around. I do understand that Overlord is backed by Crunchyroll and a lot of things they do, especially the Isekai Quartet sort of circle, which is Rising of the Shield Hero, Slime. I think Slime's a part of it. Overlord and Konosuba. They're sort of like a block in which Crunchyroll has put a lot of money into. But I do think a collaboration with, Overlord would be a very good thing. It would definitely diversify the races. As currently, if you do not know, all of our collaboration units, either unknown or human, with Eren being the only real human giant sort of thing. Don't really count it. I really count it as a human. You barely actually get to transform. But of course, if they were to add a collaboration with Overlord, you're looking at demons. For example, Shaltia, which is the vampire woman, she is undead, and if you think about it, Melascula's passive makes people undead. I think they changed they reworded it. I think they reworded it, or does her relic, because at one point it used to say undead, like it used to actually be an effect. Okay, yeah. So it was once called undead, but she's an undead. They would then classify that. Hopefully, I'm 99% sure they would classify as unknown, but to just diversify the races, you go with in the show they're all like perceived to be demons. What I mean is that all the humans and everyone perceives them as like demons and undead and stuff like that. If they were to Albeda, if you don't know, she is like one of the. I would say she's a main character in Overlord. She would definitely be a demon. She is a succubus, which is a form of demon. So she would be a demon. If they were not to do that, they would be going against what they do. So if they understand that, if they're somehow able to understand that Eren is a giant when he transforms, which in theory, using this game's logic, they should be unknown. No, apparently not. There, he's a giant. So she has horns and wings. There is no unknown in the game that has horns or wings. So should be a demon. You've also got Irons himself, which will probably be unknown. But the only issue with them adding so many unknown characters, unknown collaboration characters, is that it pollutes the unknown pool, which means that if you want to run an unknown team, oh yeah, but you have to have Raftalia, you have to have Rimuru, you have to have all these collaboration characters that won't be back for a while. What I mean won't be back for a while, just think about the AOT. AOT hasn't been back since 2020. In 3 years this year, it's not been back. Also, AOT has recently done a collaboration with a game called Valkyrie Connect, which they do which that game collaborates with so many shows. They recently collaborated with HoloLive as well, which is a VTuber group. But yeah, AOT is definitely one we'll be getting this year. Unfortunately, I do believe we will be getting what's it called, Stranger Things, even though it was a complete flop. Only 2 of the characters are currently savable, and I doubt adding relics will save the other 2, because they need full reworks, like complete full reworks. They're that bad. Also, I do think Konosuba could be another game we could collaborate with, mainly because they do a lot of collaborations with other games. They've done one with Danmachi, which is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, which is the actual English name. You've got Overlord, they've done ReZero. If you think about it, Isekai is probably the highest chance of collaboration, because they're normally I don't know, Isekai is just an easy one to collaborate with, because they've already been transported to another world, because they've been transported then to another world again. But of course, if they were to do collaborations with Konosuba, I do think also that'd be good for the diversity of collaboration units. mainly because Aqua is a literal goddess, so she would be in the goddess category. Yes, I knew the other 3 would be in the human category, but at least adding 1 goddess. If you don't know, goddesses are polluted with this face, which is Liz. LA, I'm sorry, but I'm going to count you as a Liz. There's a lot of Liz's. They're all useless. You know, you've got your back unit, you've got your healer. She's back, which is painful. Good for like 1 boss. Good suicide unit. Good for healing on the new demonic beast. You know, there's not much here for like goddesses, and I think if they were to diversify that with, of course, collaboration characters, that make it much better. You know, you have more choice for goddess teams. For example, Mael, you'd have more choice for characters for Mael. If you don't know the current choice for characters for Mael, it's pretty slim. Either you're running a good team or you're not running a good team. That's literally what it is now. You're either running Alt Rush Goddess Liz, or you're running Green Sariel with Nanashi, or you're running like a team that's completely useless and just can be one-tapped by Escanor, because Escanor still doesn't care how much damage reduction you have. He just doesn't discriminate on who he just obliterates. When it comes to fairies, we will never get a collaboration with any fairy character. There is a lot of... it's just disappointing we just won't. Fairies are very weird sort of race. Not many shows have a fairy race. It's more if they have elves, or they have this, or they have that, but they don't have a fairy race, which is kind of weird. Most shows don't. Humans, of course, humans. There are 17 human collaboration characters in total out of the 100 humans there are, and most of them are decent. All were good on their release. Unfortunately, you know, you've got all 4 of the AOT characters in here, all 6 of the KOF characters in here, 2 from Rising of the Shield Hero, 1 from ReZero, which is called Reinhardt. I think that's it. Oh, and of course you've got Jim Hopper and the other useless characters from Stranger Things. But I did say I was going to show you, you know, proof of a game that I do think that, you know, maybe, or not a game, but a show that we could collaborate with that's currently collaborating with another game, and the way they've done it is pretty good. I do admit that the game is probably not the style I was expecting they would collaborate with, but let's bring it up on screen. This one, which you don't know, is called Nike. It's got like an idol system. It's got a fighting system. I'm not going to go into the details of the game, but I'm going to show you the characters. So of course you've got Makima, you've got Power, and you've got Himeno. They've got all of them here. This game only has female characters, so of course they only added those 3 females. But they've got voice lines. Let me actually turn up audio so you can hear. Now let's turn down the audio of 7DS so you don't get like polluted audio. So they have voice lines, which is pretty cool. You only actually pull 1 copy. The banner's a little bit stingy. You've then got, of course, in the show she doesn't actually have a weapon, but in the game they actually give a weapon, which is kind of cool. They also all have ultimates as well. This is like the little chibi version. We'll go to Mucky. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the audio because that's very loud even for me. That's 7DS, you idiot. There we go. Half the audio. You got Mucky here. So the reason I like this game, mainly for this, the way they've done the collaboration. If you owned Maki, they just gave you the outfit for free. If you literally own the character, they give you it for free. Of course, she does have custom ultimate animation and stuff like that, which I don't actually know how to show. But of course, they have shooting animations, reload, and of course, a little chibi form as well. They also, when you change the outfit, the chibi form does change as well, which I think is also pretty cool. I would like to see that with 7 Deadly Sins, where if you had an outfit, just on a collaboration character, they changed the way it looked. Just because collaboration characters, I think KOF was the only real one that had custom like intros when they had the different outfits. What I mean on the second run, on the rerun, they changed the outfits and stuff. And of course you have Himeno here, who's also a character from the show. Of course, voice lines. She does have an ultimate as well. Of course, these are not stuff they actually have from the show, but this is what they've added for the game. Also little chibis as well. But something I really like is the banner, the way they've done it. So if we go to recruit here, you're able to see, yep, you may see, oh, there's 2 different banners. Himeno is free if you could log in for a certain amount of days. But let's go to the probability. Imagine you were playing 7 Deadly Sins and you got an SSR and the chances were 50% chance you get the character. That's insane. 50% chance you get the character you want. Of course, yes, you could say there is 2 banners, so you could say it's 1%. You know, because you'd have to do 2 banners, but it's not bad. 2%, and you can get even some of these characters, which are also very good in the game as well if you play the game. But let's also go to lobby, and I'll show you the actual collab itself. So this is the intro for the collaboration. Every time you click on it, this will appear. It's kind of cool. You've got a little collaboration area. You've got custom boss fights, story, a shop. You've then got, login. So with the login, of course you get like the custom thing. If you can see up here. Oh no, it's not. It's gone. But there's my little character profile has the little chainsaw. Has Pochi on it. You can also get other ones as well. So of course here you see you get Himeno for free. Just stuff like this. Of course, I doubt that it will collaborate with 7 Deadly Sins, but I do think Chainsaw Man would be a very good collaboration. Of course, you'd have the mixture of devils and unknowns, because I believe, well, I would count, if a human took the powers of a devil, I would take a demon or whatever you want to call them, I would count them as an unknown. Yes, they are human, but they're close to an unknown now. But overall, that's really all I wanted to show, was this game. Of course, I do think that Fate, which was one that people would think, oh yeah, we could get, there are a few problems with it. One of them is that, Fate is such a large franchise. Who would they add? Would they go for Grand Order? What part of Grand Order would they go for? Would they go for the original Fate series? But then who would they add? Stuff like that. Would they add up ending? Would they add? Or would they just do a whole collaboration with the Fate franchise itself and just add characters that people would like to see? For example, Freya's, where is he? His animation, people said it looked like Gilgamesh, which is a character from Grand Order as well as the original Fate series. Of course, you have the Sabers, who are always prevalent in the series, and then of course you have Rin Tosaka, who's like, I guess she's one of the main characters. She becomes Ishtar, which is another outfit, which sort of looks like another thing in 7 Deadly Sins. I think, don't Netmarble have an IP for Fate? This outfit here, which looks pretty much exactly like hers. Let me actually turn the audio back on 7DS now. There we go. Audio is now back on for 7DS. But yeah, this outfit looks a little bit like her, as everyone was saying when it first happened. Of course, there was the leaks about the whole Fate collab thing, but I'm pretty sure that was just probably just something to do with the Fate system. If you don't know what the Fate system is, let me explain it to you. When you come here, you have something called, you have these little links. These are called Fate links. These Fate links, of course, give extra stats. And then if I find a Gotha, this is a I'm pretty sure this is an actual Fate link. Like this Goth one's in like an actual Fate link, and then you've got these just normal associations, and then you've got a Fate link. But overall, we should have a good year for collaborations. As I say, in the first half of this year, we should be getting a collaboration. My belief is that it'll probably end up being AOT by the way they worded it, but of course that was translated from Japanese to English. So there's probably a little bits that are incorrect. Maybe be like a time thing. But, we should hopefully get it this year. My estimation is around April or March time. June, so they said first half, so that means the latest it could be is June, and the earliest it could currently be is March or this month, end of this month to be exact. So it'll either be the end of this month, end of next month, or end of June. April it can't be. We will be getting another Ragnarok thing, either this month or next month will be Ragnarok again, so it fits in with the timeline which they said they'll be doing one-time Ragnarok, one-time story. That means that they would have to have another Ragnarok before then they have their anniversary, which is always a story character. It could be a Zeldris, mainly because their second anniversary character was a Zeldris, which would kind of make sense for them to do Demon King Zeldris. But they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. Usually, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.